Hello and welcome to another episode of the Music Rabbit Hole. I'm your humble host and music bus driver on today's musical journey. Episode number 85. We are back to the regular schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. 84 episodes in the books, and we got one more in store for you today. Thank you for joining us here on this Monday. And looking forward to another great week of shows. We've got Motion City Soundtrack today. We got Muse Wednesday. And then Big Show Friday. I'm already forgetting who's on the list today. Let's consult the Music Rabbit Hole Instagram. Shameless plug for that. _Music Rabbit Hole, the best place to follow the show. I'm going to the Instagram page and I can see Taking Back Sunday is the Friday episode. So, gonna be a good week. This week, it's a lot of bands that I personally love, that mean a lot to me. And I decided, you know what, it's my show, so I might as well do that. I have the power. So on today's episode, by the way, if you have not watched any of these videos, I don't know how you haven't, because there's been 84 of them. I start with a band or artist you may be familiar with, typically a bigger name. And I head down the Music Rabbit Hole, finding 9 other somewhat similar bands or artists. My goal every show, find you, your next new favorite band. And I try to focus on bands that are not big. I try to find smaller bands that still have some of that signature sound or some of the similarities or things like that to the big band. So like on today's episode, Motion City Soundtrack from Minneapolis, Minnesota. 752,000 monthly listeners. Albums from 2003 up through 2015. We'll be playing a single they released on July 31st. It's called Crooked Ways. But before I get there, the goal is 9 other bands, but I'm not playing, because if you go to similar bands to Motion City Soundtrack, you can find a lot of bigger bands like Bayside or All American Rejects or, things like that. I didn't want to go to those bands. I think you can easily, you've heard of those bands, you can easily go find those bands. I wanted to focus on smaller bands that you may not have known even exist. I didn't know most of these bands existed. So I did some careful research, found 9 bands, and let's get into it. First up, though, Motion City Soundtrack. We'll play about a minute of their song, Crooked Ways. Here we go. The thing with Motion City Soundtrack, too, is they have such a signature sound. Justin Pierre's vocals, so good. And obviously in their older stuff, the synth and things like that they have, the electronic sound. All right, Crooked Ways, Motion City Soundtrack. All right, so here's the 9 bands that I found along the way. Some of them you may have heard of, some of them you may not have. Number 2 from San Diego, California, with 798 monthly listeners, Anakin. Albums in 2012, 2015, and 2016. I do try to stay with bands that have at least put out music in the last 5 years. And Anakin, while their last album was 2016, they do have a single from September 8th called Solstice. There's the little synth. The Motion City connection there. Solstice by Anakin. Number 3 on our list today from Chicago, City Mouth. 20,000 monthly listeners, albums of 2015, 2018, and 2020. This is off that 2020 record called Coping Machine. The song is also called Coping Machine. City Mouth.
Time to wake up. snoozing through again, aching my gut, but I'm stable now and then. Maybe a few more minutes could get my life in order. Wishful thinking, I fooled myself again. I need a few more reasons to keep at it at all. I was doing fine, now I feel so small, and I'm afraid this is the way I will remain. I'll fade away to dust under the rug and never know love. My precious little coping machine.
Ooh.
Coping
Machine, City Mouth, number 4 from Auckland, New Zealand, 185,000 monthly listeners. The Beths, 2018 record, 2020 record. The 2020 record is called Jump Rope Gazers. This is off of that album. The song is called Acrid by The Beths. I can see it. I can kind of see the connection there with MCS. That's really, really good. The Beths. The song is Acrid. Number 5. There, and There. It's all spelled differently, as you can see on the right side of your screen. From Chicago, 13,000 monthly listeners. This is a little bit older band. They haven't really put out music recently, but I wanted to include them because they really have a sound that's similar to MCS. This is a song from 2013. The song is called Traveler's Insurance. Like, even the lead singer sounds a little like Justin.
Figured you got impatient while the rest of us kept on working. Decidedly selfish and a knee-jerk reaction while my weary eyelids retire control. After all that we've done, you still skip down at the beat of a different drum. Tragically lame for how far you've
come. Traveler's Insurance by There, and There. Halfway through today's episode, this is when I stop and remind you, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are enjoying the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If there's a band or artist you've not yet heard and would like to, drop a comment below. Let me know. You can also shoot me a DM on Instagram, _musicrabbit, or an email if you want to go old school, themusicrabbit@gmail.com. And then also subscribe. Again, we are getting closer and closer to the 200 subscriber mark. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to breaking that barrier and on to the next 100 or so folks here. Spread the word about the show, too. If you have a music fan friend and you think they would benefit from watching the show, or there's a couple bands I've done that they like, go ahead and spread the word. I mean, that's the only way this show grows, is the grassroots, you guys letting people know it even exists. It's not a big production here, as you can see. It's not some big operation. It's just a simple show that hopefully brings you joy. All right, back half of the show. From Portland, Oregon, with 393 monthly listeners, this band called Hemingway. Albums in 2014, 2017, and 2018. The 2017 record is called You Will Never Be Happy. This song is off that record. Is called Delusional.
Sad alone inside the first night that I took you out. I found the nerve to finally kiss you on your sister's couch. you. You're so delusional. You're sick of me and now it's someone else that takes you out. I sit alone to think about you and your sisters now.
Delusional by Hemingway, number 7 on our list from Manhattan, Kansas. Ultimate Fake Book. 1,200 monthly listeners, albums from 2000 up through 2020. So they've been making music for a long time. This is off the 2020 album The Preserving Machine. The song is called Manhattan, Kansas. That's where they're from. Okay.
We still got stuff in the basement and some gas in the tank. So let's drive back to the city of irrational wreck. She said, do you wanna come? Thought you'd never leave. Baby, I got our memories. And that New York scene ain't cool, as they say. I really wanna be a man in Kansas. I really wanna be a man in Kansas.
Definitely has that mid-2000s feel. Manhattan, Kansas by Ultimate Fake Book. 3 left to go on this episode. From Dayton, Ohio, with 82 monthly listeners. Save the Lost Boys. One album, 2016 record called Temptress. This is off of that record. The song is called Wasting My Time. Save the Lost Boys, Wasting My Time. A couple of these bands here, you can see the connection is kind of, the Warped Tour connection, I would say, is like these are kind of bands that you would see on the Vans Warped Tour back in the day, along with Motion City Soundtrack. And like that band Save the Lost Boys, they have that kind of mid-2000s sound, the pop punk, the friendly sound that really is enjoyable and definitely plays well live. So that's where you can kind of see some of the connection there. And not all these bands are going to sound exactly like Motion City Soundtrack, but there's some connections. It's all connected. 2 left here from Washington, D.C. Shout out to the hometown. You, me, and everyone we know. 29,000 monthly listeners. This is a single from March 6th. The song is called Fine.
When will my hands be clean of you? You're still the ants, but I am fireproof. I hold my breath, you take a purple hue. Until my hands are clean of you.
Ooh.
Fermenting in negative energy. Fervently inviting new enemies. Facing impossibly narrow entry. Back into an atmosphere that nearly thrice killed me. I did not survive the third rotation. A concussion interrupted phosphorylation.
Fine by You, Me, and Everyone We Know. By the way, all the songs, the full playlist, is in the Spotify playlist, which is in the description of the video. So you can check it out there. I've organized all of these songs you've heard today. You can go listen to their full songs, go listen to the bands and things like that. It's in the description. All right, 9 up, 9 down. We got one more to go on this Monday episode before we take our leave here. We started things out with Motion City Soundtrack, hit up Anakin, City Mouth, The Beths, There. Hemingway, Ultimate Fake Book, Save the Lost Boys, You, Me, and Everyone We Know. We will finish things off with the Orange County, New York band, Autopilot Off, with 66,000 monthly listeners. They took a big hiatus all the way back from 2004, I believe, and then they released some new music here. This is a single from May 26th called Alkalogic. This will be the song to take us out today on this Monday. Be sure to come on back on Wednesday with Muse and Friday with Taking Back Sunday. It is basically my teenage childhood in a week of episodes. 3 of my favorite bands. But yes, we appreciate you watching this video. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the word about this video. And as always, support all these music acts, all these bands, all these artists. Go buy their stuff. Go buy their merch. All the good stuff. We will see you on Wednesday. This has been another episode of The Music Rabbit Hole. Have a good one, people.